What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Tonight we are going to be looking at the price of Tesla stock, because Tesla stock is one of those ones which we don't often talk about on the channel. I mean, we do sometimes, not as often as some of the others though, but I think tonight we should be looking at Tesla stock because Tesla Battery Day is around the corner and I think this could bring some shocking revelations for the price of the stock. So if that sounds good, please do leave a like on the video, please do subscribe. You can see here we're on 160 now. If you guys could get us up to 1,000, I would be appreciating it so much. Can we just go a micro steps? Can the next step up be to 210? I know it's a bit of an odd number, but I'm sure enough of you guys are going to view this video to give it a few likes and to get us to 210 subscribers, if not more than that, by tomorrow. Honestly, you guys have been killing it, and help me to help you, because the more people like you that get to view this video, the more help and awareness I can spread about these stocks. So I'd appreciate that massively if you guys could just take a second out of your day to leave a like, subscribe, and if you would even like to, leave me a comment. Now we've talked about that, we're going to have a quick technical analysis look, well, kind of, at the price action of the Tesla stock over the past 1 day, 5 days, 1 month, and 6 months. So obviously, starting off on the 6 month, you can see it's been a very volatile year for a lot of stocks. Tesla is no exception here. So we had July 2020, the stock was just kicking off. We got to a late period here, we saw a massive sell-off, and this massive sell-off was kind of apparent in all of the tech sector. Apple had a big sell-off as well, but Tesla really did take a hit from a price of around $500 all the way down to a price of around $330. Honestly, such a huge loss in a few days, but ever since then we are starting to kind of bounce back up on Tesla stock. So going closer into the 1 month, you can see this big drop here from around 498, basically $500 at this point, all the way down to 330. Very apparent drop. This is from the 28th, is it? From the 31st all the way to the 8th, so clearly not too long, just over a week or so, and the stock dropped like a stone. On the last 5 days, however, we can see it is starting to make its trend back upwards. We saw a high this week of 461, and now we started to drop down all the way here. This was low, and now it looks like we are back on the incline. On the 1 day, you can see we are kind of on the way up from the low point, and this is a good sign. Now, we are predicting this to carry on going up over the next few days as the Tesla Battery Day does become closer. So, now I've talked about the price, we're going to be looking at the Tesla Battery Day and what this means. So, as you can see here, we are on CNBC if you want to know where this article is from. We can see Tesla Battery Day is potentially changing the narrative for Tesla company, says Morgan Stanley. So what does this mean? I'm just going to read the first few lines of this article here. Tesla's so-called battery day is set for next Tuesday, September the 22nd, if you're wondering, by the way. And analysts, basically, and investors alike, are stating big things from Elon Musk, the electric car company's head, basically, so if you didn't already know that. So we expect this to be potentially narrative changing for the company, and the battery day is going to be intense, really. And it's just saying how the battery market could be changed by this, because Elon is apparently going to be leaking some amazing stuff in the next few days. So if you don't really know what the battery day is about, obviously I'm not going to go too much into the battery itself, because you guys just want to know about the stock. I'm sure you are kind of concerned about the battery, but basically what is this? Just a more dense battery, I believe, and this means that it will be cheaper to produce, and it can be mass produced a lot easier, forcing down the price of the cost to produce a car, which is obviously a great thing for profits. And it also means that they could potentially put the price of the car cheaper so that the company could sell more cars to more people. That's just a case of using economies of scale, which would kind of be a good thing for Elon to do, but that is another thing for another video. We're just looking at the share price today here. So just to go over this potentially narrative changing thing, I would just like to highlight a little bit about this. So what does this mean? Let's think a little bit deeper. So if Tesla have got an extremely dense battery that can be mass produced, it means that they could potentially sell this battery to other electric car manufacturers. They could even potentially upscale this technology and go into larger vehicles such as bigger trucks. Obviously we've got the Cybertruck coming, you guys know that, but potentially even aircraft. So there are a few articles talk about Tesla making aircraft. I mean, just imagine that one, Tesla being an aircraft manufacturer. It's not even unbelievable at this stage, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm no financial advisor, so I can't say what that will really mean for the future, but I think this is potentially even possible. So if Tesla managed to produce aircraft, that would be amazing because getting them into another sector and forcing the share price potentially higher. Talking about the share price, I'm going to just jump onto this section of the video, which I think is the most important section yet. And this is looking at what we expect to see in the next 12 months. So this is obviously an analyst report. This is on CNN Business, MoneyCNN.com if you want to know. A viewer from last video commented saying they have never heard of this website, and I was honestly the same until a few weeks ago. It's a really cool feature. Go check it out if you want to look at some some stock analysis. Yeah, I think it's a great site, but let's just look at what it says down here. So, of the 32 analysts offering a 12-month price prediction for Tesla Inc., have basically a high target of around 800, a low target of 19. You can see here on the graph we have a high estimate plus 81% of $800, median of minus 30% at $300, and a low at $19, which is almost 100% loss for the company. So some people think that Tesla's kind of going to go broke and bust. Going to be hard to say, but we can see how this looks on the graph. My personal opinion, I think Tesla is going to shoot up even higher, not necessarily at the speed it has, because it's been a very volatile stock. There's always a lot of hype surrounding Tesla, and this is one of the things which has, in my opinion, influenced the price, as a lot of kind of Robin Hood investors and people who don't necessarily know what they're doing as well get into this company, as it is one that's talked about well, and they just think, oh, Tesla's going to the moon in the future, invest in it, and then when the first piece of bad news comes out, the stock drops because of this. An example of this was when the Cybertruck window smashed, and then the stock continue to drop subsequently, and it just really goes to show how quickly and volatile the price of Tesla is. But I think Tesla could even go higher than $800, and I'm just going to talk about that before we end the video a little bit here. So my reason for Tesla potentially being above $800 is because the thing about Tesla is the price of it has been reevaluated many times, and this is because a lot of things have happened with the company. So we've got new technologies coming out, which is obviously a great thing. I'm not 100% sure of when these studies were conducted and when the analysis was conducted, but I think that could potentially play a role in this as well. But I can see this one going higher because, like I said, if they get involved in aircraft, great stuff. If they can produce batteries for cheaper, sell cars for cheaper, even better stuff. If they can continue to diversify the product line, this could also increase the number of sales because you could reach more people. Another thing is obviously the Cybertruck coming. You guys know that already. That's another market to expand into. A lot of great stuff coming for the company. I can see this one doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.